and welcome back to my channel. Super excited. This is going to be the last time you see this kitchen because as of next week I'm going to be sunning, not cooking and living my best beach life. But today, luckily for you, I'm in the kitchen and I'm about to give you the gift of my lasagna recipe. So I've had a lot of questions about this and I've had a lot of people message me on Instagram asking for the recipe because it's super easy to make. Literally takes about 15 minutes to actually do the work and it's only 600 calories. Bonus, you can make it even less calories if you wanted to, but I've got the calories today, so I'm making it as a 600 calorie lasagna. But in the comments, I will give a alternative if you want to have less calories, essentially. Obviously, lasagna is a meal that everybody loves. If you don't like lasagna, you're weird. But it can often be one of them things that is big on calories. And obviously, if you're in a fat loss phase or you just want to eat some different food throughout the day and you don't want to just save all your calories for lasagna, it can be made into a low-cal dish and it tastes just as good. Even Jacob, my boyfriend, gives it 5-star approval and he is hard to please. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make it. It's literally super easy, like I said, and once you've made it you will be like, oh my god, I cannot believe that this is low-cal. So I'm going to show you the ingredients now and I'll show you what I use and obviously some alternatives if you're wanting to make it higher calorie or lower calorie. So lasagna sheets, you have to have lasagna sheets to make lasagna. If you wanted to make it higher calorie, you can get fresh lasagna sheets, but these are what I use, so they're perfect. Obviously, in terms of sauce, I use the Lloyd Grossman bolognese sauce. I use a no added sugar one, so if you was wanting to make it higher calorie, you could get the added sugar one, I guess. And it is only 65 calories per half a jar. If you were wanting to make it less calories, you could just use chopped tomatoes, but it's only 65 calories, so what's the drama? In terms of the meat that I actually use a 5% fat beef mince. I don't know if that's I'm not even in the picture. 5% fat beef mince. Obviously it goes without saying, if you wanted to make it higher calorie, you can opt for 15%, 10%, 20%, but waste of calories if you ask me. I'd rather just have more, 5%, if I wanted more. And when it comes to meat, you can actually use loads of different ones. So if you were wanting to make it less calorie, you could use 3% or 2% turkey mince, you could use pork, you could use chicken. I've made it with chicken and turkey before. Personally, my favourite is beef, so that's why we're making it with beef today. And in terms of cheeses, I have got 50% less fat cheese and 50% less fat Philadelphia as well. So the Philadelphia is what I'll be using for the cream base that goes on top of the sheet, and then the 50% less fat cheese will be going on top to make it all crispy. Obviously, if you're wanting to make it higher calorie, you could opt for full fat cheese, or you could opt for 30% less fat cheese, or if you're wanting to make it lower calorie, you can opt for lean cheese. So yeah, it's super flexible to whatever your goal is, whether you're wanting to lose, gain, whether you just fancy a bigger lasagna, a littler lasagna. Littler? Is that a word? I don't know, but we're making it a word here. And then veg-wise, I am a lazy cook. I will cut corners any way, shape or form, and I use frozen veg. I know, I hate myself too, but this bag of frozen veg is literally 100. It was £1, and you get courgette, tomatoes, peppers, onions. So you get all of that in here, and it's £1. Whereas obviously, if you were going to get it fresh, you'd be buying lots. And I know that obviously cost of living is rising, and we're not here for it. So frozen veg for the win. You'll thank me later. And as well, if you go to Tesco, it's frozen fresh, so the flavour's locked in. In terms of your lasagna sheets, I have a little tip as well, because I always find that if I put my lasagna sheets in the oven, sometimes they're quite hard before they need to be. Well, they're quite hard and they don't cook right, that's what I'm trying to say. So what I do, and like a tip for everybody, I would definitely recommend doing this, is if you boil some water, put it in a pan, put the pan on the hob, but obviously don't turn the hob on, you just put it on the hob, and then you put your amount of lasagna sheets in there, and whilst your mince is just kind of like marinating for that little bit longer, about 5 minutes, these will kind of soak up the hot water. Now they don't get, because the water's not on heat, it's been boiled before, they don't get stuck to each other, so 5 minutes just in some hot water just makes them a little bit softer, and then when you put them in the oven, you don't get that problem where you bite into it and you're like, oh, my lasagna sheet is still not quite cooked right. So that is my tip. But we're going to get cooking now, and I will just put some funky music on, maybe do a little bit of a voiceover and show you the method, even though the majority of it is frozen. Hi, so whilst that is cooking, I thought that I would chat you guys through if you were to have other options such as vegetarian or less calories. The one that I'm having at the moment is 600 calories, and obviously if you're on a cut or like if you're dieting, that might not be necessarily something that you would be happy to have for dinner. You might want something less calorie, so I thought I would kind of chat to you about that and give you some different options. So when it comes to a lower calorie alternative, you could actually opt for turkey mince. I'm going to put the Fitness Pal nutrition up here, but you could opt for turkey mince, and you could have Eat Lean cheese, which you can find in most stores now, and it would actually bring the calories down to 460, which is about 140 calories less. Now, protein on this dish is still quite high, so it's 500, it's 52 grams. So if you wanted to bring it down even that little bit more, you could take away some of the mince, and you could have it for 420 calories, and you'd have 25 grams less mince. So that's always an option. Obviously, if you find that eating a lot of protein in a sitting can make you have a bit bad gas, if you know what I mean, then that's always an option for you. Obviously, if you wanted to make it vegetarian, you could use corn mince and eat lean cheese again, and it would bring it down to 430, and the protein for that is quite a bit less because obviously with it being corn mince, it's 37 grams of protein, so it's a little bit better for people who suffer with digestion problems when they eat a lot of protein. There's quite a few variations of this recipe that you can do. I will put my recipe for when it serves 4, because obviously the calories change no matter what you do, what it is, but I'm going to put my recipe for when it makes 4, and then that recipe is around about 500 calories a portion. So the one that I'm making now, a little bit high calories, only by 100 grams, but it's just because if I was eating it on my own, I would be eating 100 grams of mince, whereas because I'm eating it with Jacob, he wants more mince than that. So boys, what can we say? But the timer is about to go off, so I'm going to stop yabbering, otherwise you're going to hear the very annoying noise of my kitchen timer, and then I'm going to show you the final result. I'm hungry. I burnt my eyes. That's what I get. That's what I get. Yes, if you are wondering, it's Friday, it's the hottest day of the year, and I decided to make a lasagna cook along. Not a very wise decision from me. Yummy, yummy. Lasagne. I should have that one, shouldn't I? I've worked so hard, I've slaved away in the kitchen. Absolutely bloody gorgeous! I tell you something, I may be biased, but that lasagna absolutely bangs. If you have made it till the end, thank you for cooking. If you have made it to the end, thank you for coming to my first ever cook along. I probably won't be doing one again because, like I said, I'm not going to be cooking for a while because we will be travelling, but I am going to be putting out some super fun content, so please do like and subscribe if you haven't already. Turn my post notifications on. I would hate for you to miss anything, and let me know if you make the lasagna. I'm going to leave it there because I'm going to eat, and it's so yummy. I don't want it to go cold, but I'll catch you in the next video, and bye bye.